Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 3 or 4 minute video. I get through this quick. I am a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been in private practice for 40 years. I have a huge 4,000 group following on Facebook for professionals only. I have 7,500 subscribers. And I have a whole team of former IRS agents that I've been on the national news a bunch. You can see all my videos and my team, more importantly, at 777irs.com. One of the things I did at IRS, I was a revenue officer, and I have probably taken more 433B financial statements than probably anybody. I've been doing this for a long time. And anyway, I just wanted to drill down on a couple aspects of the business financial statement that you must be aware of, and some of the things that you can kind of do to help yourself on the 433B financial statement. When IRS goes ahead and you owe debt, especially when a revenue officer is working the case, they usually have to take the 433A and the 433B. They have to do both. Because they want to get a good idea, if you own the business, what you have personally and what's going on in the business. So when I took that 433B and how I would explore it, I'm really looking at three specific things. I'm looking at the assets that you have to see if the values are correct on there. I'm looking at the liabilities you have on them. Are you free and clear? Do you have too much inventory? Can some of it be sold to go ahead and pay the tax? So I'm looking closely at that 433B, but the biggest page that I'm looking at is really the page where you have your income and your expenses, because to me that's critical, because really a lot of the business expenses that you're spending, they may be personal. So I am looking as a revenue officer of what your true business income, what actually went into that account, and then where that money went. So you may have one set of expenses. I'm going to drill down and probably going to check those expenses and make sure. Come on, Marie, come on by. And I have traffic going in and out of my house. You'll enjoy the show. Cats, dogs, my wife. That's okay. What the hell? Anyway, that's why people come to me and enjoy the show. That's why I have 7,800 subscribers. They love to see my show here. So anyway, at the end of the day, I am, as a former agent, going to look at your expenses and check down on those. I'm going to see if I can get some more money from you on a monthly basis and make sure these dinners and things you're spending for yourself personally is going to come back to the IRS. Another tip I'm going to tell you is IRS is going to look at your receivables. They're going to, a lot of times, hold those as leverage against you. If you don't make a payment, you're behind on your 941s, boom. They're going to go ahead and send a levy on your receivables, and that's going to cause havoc. If you're listening to this video as a representative, I only list receivables over 90 days. I scratch that out on the IRS form, because as in defending a client, I don't want IRS to by chance send a levy out to a couple people, and I'm out of business when that happens. Everyone knows that I owe IRS, plus they're not going to pay IRS. They say they won't, but they won't, and it's going to put you out of business. So you got to be very careful on how you approach giving IRS your receivables. Be truthful. You got to be very careful with your income and expense ratios. And you want to pick the period of time you're doing the worst. That's another little hint. And at the end of the day, IRS is going to look at that value of half. So IRS is going to look at the whole body of work, not just one thing. If you owe a lot of tax and 941s, you really need to get formal representation if you want to get anywhere with IRS, because IRS will probably set up the trust fund penalty against you. If you don't know what that is, you better look into it, because it's probably going to come if you owe 941, but you hire a professional person, they're going to do a lot better than you. I guarantee it, because I know what they're going to do. Anyway, give me a subscription if you would. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Listen to everything I said. Is very valuable. Don't forget, give me a like, a subscription. Why do we ask for these? Because YouTube says the more you have, the better you are. Thank you.